Alright, welcome back everybody. This wasn't the video I was going to make, but here we are. We got a email from Topstep about possibly being looked at for a live account. Not sure if it's a good or a bad thing. I've heard kind of mixed things that, it is good and it's an honor and all that, but you can't copy trade your Express account. So kind of how I got there was just with, being consistent on my funded account. I've had the same one since December, made over 10%, and I've took like 3,700 in payouts just off that one alone. So any thoughts on that, just let me know. I'm going to kind of go over on a 5-minute chart how I trade, what I'm looking at, and kind of explain market maker models and going from internal to external liquidity and how I trade. Just a quick version. I'll go more in depth in a different video, but basically just looking at this picture on a 5-minute chart, from this swing point to this swing point up here would be the dealing range, the buy side of the curve. So anything going down pretty much is going to match this side, and that's kind of how I look at it. So like right here, we go into a fair value gap, and if I think I'm bearish, I'm going to look over here to target. So I would be targeting one of these gaps, because if price moves up through it as it comes back down, it's going to pass through just as fast most of the time. And where I've been trading the Asia session, usually on a 1-minute chart, I'll go over my last trade here. It was Wednesday night, the 8 o'clock candle. I made $260 some on 2 accounts. I've got a third one, I just need to activate it. But basically what I was looking at was way back here on a 5-minute chart. You can see it better on a 1-minute though. Is right in here, right in through here, all these fair value gaps that are unfilled. I saw all that, and I saw we were heading down, and I entered. We inverted this fair value gap here, but you have to watch because there's so many different ones. But I basically got in during the macro, because during the macro we're either taking liquidity or trading into a fair value gap. So that's kind of what we did here. The 809 candle got plugged in, put in a small position, then I added to it as we come up into this and respected it. And this candle, this huge candle at 824, hit my TP on both, and I passed a combine all in the same one. But if you look, what I'm talking about from internal to external is basically, I'll start on the weekly and kind of look down. It does the same thing on a weekly. Like look here, we've got a fair value gap that takes out a high. So that's external. External being high or low. Then after that it's going to seek internal, go back down, accumulate, goes back down multiple times, then we eventually take out this high. So it's just going to go from high or low to a fair value gap. So on a smaller time frame, a 4-hour, it's going to kind of look like this. As we're trading up, back down into internal, back to external, back to internal, to external, internal, to external, and vice versa. And it does it on every time frame, just whatever time frame you want to use. Same with a 15-minute. We take liquidity here, come back, trade into a fair value gap, back down. It does it over and over and over. So basically the way I'm trading Asia is I'm looking at the 7 and 8 o'clock candle. I'm waiting for liquidity to be taken, and then I'm looking for a fair value gap to be inverted, then I'm looking for it to make a fair value gap, because you want displacement as well, and then want it to trade back into that area it's inverted, and seek targets based on the market maker model. If you're shorting, you want to look at the buy side of the curve and see what it's done, and target that. It's kind of the quick version. It's late. I just kind of wanted to post something to get it out there. I'll do a more in-depth video about it if you want, but I appreciate you. God bless you. Take care and good luck trading.